What is going on YouTube? FitnessKensho here. Today we got another tutorial for you guys. Today we're going to cover the dumbbell rear delt flies. Now a lot of people struggle with building the rear delts. I struggled a lot for like my first maybe 3 years of lifting just because I didn't know how to tweak particular exercises as far as limited range of motion, and I was a little hard-headed when using heavy weight. I thought a lot of weight meant better results, but when it comes to rear delts, this one is one that you don't even want to use a lot of heavy weight because one, you don't need to. It's such a small muscle. Like when we talk about rear delts, we're talking about like this small part right here. I don't know if you guys can see, but this small part right here of your shoulders. So this part right here gets ignored a lot, especially if you've seen the pec deck or the rear delt fly machine. A lot of people will come out here, they will completely lock out their arm, and they'll come all the way back over here. One, this is painful to watch if you just come all the way back here, right? And then come right back out. So one of the main problems that I see is that one, again, too far range of motion, and two is that they kind of leave their arms locked. Anytime you keep your arms locked and you're doing this motion right here, your tries are helping you to move the weight. So you don't want to keep your arms locked, you want to keep them like a semi-bend in order to keep more tension on the rear delt. So when it comes to shoulders, I'm a firm believer that if the dumbbells are lower than your elbows, like for example, let's talk about lateral raises right here. This is where most of the tension is on the side part of the deltoid. The same thing goes for the rear delt. So when we're doing our rear delt fly, we're coming right here and we're right there. Coming right back down, right there. So right here is where the most of the contraction happens. If you go any farther up, which obviously it hurts to do that, but if you could go farther up, you're gonna start attacking like now your back. Also, the direction of your arm, you don't want it to come this way because then the lats are going to be engaged. You always want to keep it in the same direction as the shoulder. Just for me personally, sometimes I do get caught kind of going back this way, so what I do is that I always keep my arms kind of like pointing a little bit out. So when I'm down here, I'm just going right here and then coming back out. That's how I know that for sure I'm gonna get those rear delts and I'm never gonna come back here and then start contracting my back. So I'm gonna got some light 15s here, and I'm gonna do a couple reps for you guys, and I just want you to see how the rear delts are contracting here. So we're right here, we wanna I like to put my back about parallel to the ground, and I'm coming right there. There we go. So again, elbows higher. Elbows always higher than the dumbbells. Right there. As you can see, that's pretty much contracting that part of the shoulder right here, the rear delts, perfectly. I'm gonna show you the side angle now, just so you guys can see it. So, right here, parallel to the ground, bend, right there, right here. And the good thing about those exercises is that, again, you don't need heavy weight. I can feel a contraction right on my rear delts just from these 15-pound dumbbells, and I usually go about 30s. There you go. Now, the main problem is when you go heavy is that you lose the contraction, especially with these small muscle groups. Like when it comes to calf raises, if you load up the damn weight and you could barely get off the ground, like you could barely flex your actual calf, like let it drop down to stretch out the calf muscle, your soleus, and then come all the way back up, you're not gonna get the benefit of the calf raises. So you wanna pick a weight where it's challenging, but you still get full range of motion. Now, I'm gonna try to do these chest flies. I've never tried them to do with anything more than like 30 pounds. I'm gonna grab some heavy weight and I'm gonna just see how it goes. I'll see, let me grab some 45 or some 50s actually. mean, I did a couple of reps that I could see my rear delts contracting, but I still didn't get the same contraction that I did with the 15, just because it's slow and controlled. Like, there's a place and time of when, you know, exercises should be performed quickly, the way I just did them right now, and slow the way I did. Think of it as, you know, it's your birthday, right? And it's your special day, right? Your lady is gonna let you do whatever you want in the bedroom, right? You can do whatever you want. You can be a rough or soft if you like. But if it's Valentine's Day, it's all about the females. You know, it's all about passion. It's all about love. You can't go hardcore. You gotta make sweet love to your lady, right? So same thing is with these exercises. Rear delt flies, sweet love to that muscle. Sweet, slow, and controlled, focusing on the contraction. When it comes to like squats, get down and dirty. It's your birthday. Go right ahead. When it comes to deadlifts, get down and dirty. It's your motherfucking birthday, right? So there's a place and time when you can do, you know, slow and controlled movements, and then there's another time where you can do a little faster with heavier weight. When it comes to rear delts, heavy weight is not the way to go. If you can control the weight, by all means, go right ahead. If I can control those 50s the same way I controlled the 15s, I will be doing the 50s, and my rear delts probably will be ginormous. But I can't control the 50s, as you guys can see. I was pretty much rocking my body. My lower back was taking a real good hit because I was dropping down, and it was kind of like just putting a lot of tension on my lower back every time I dropped down. So I will never go that heavy when it comes to rear delt flies, because I won't see the benefit of the exercise when I go that heavy. So I hope you guys find this tutorial helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Still going through the Lean Gains program, and I did upload the new Lean Gains program for her. So if you guys haven't checked it out, be sure to visit my website at www.FitnessKensho.com. Please be sure to keep your comments below. If you do have an exercise that you guys want me to cover that needs a better explanation than the pictures that are provided in the program, and I'll try my best to get that to you guys in the next couple of days. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.